Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Autumn here today to do my Book-Opoly TBR for June. I was going back and forth, am I going to do this, am I not? And I decided to actually roll. So I rolled before I picked what books I'm going to read to see if this would actually work out. Because in June I am participating in Whatever-a-thon hosted by Maddie from Book Browsing Blog, and I'm on Contemporary. So I wanted to read a lot of romance contemporary books, and Book-Opoly was actually nice to me, and for the exception of 2 books, I was able to use romance and contemporary books for -2. So that's really good. And I'm super excited with the choices I made and what I plan on reading. Yeah, so let's see how many books I have to read for Book-Opoly, how many rolls I have to do. Let's see how many rolls I have to do for Book-Opoly for June. We have 8. Roll number 1. Last month we finished on New City Drive, so that's where we're going to start. And roll number 1 is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Random challenge chord, which is this one, and it says a book that has been made into a movie/TV series. Easy enough. Roll number 1, we got the random challenge card, and that was a book that has been made into a movie or TV series. And for that, I am going to read Wicked by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is a reread, and the Passionflix. This is a Passionflix movie that comes out on the 27th of May. So I would like to reread this. This is the first book in this trilogy. I read this back probably when it came out. I gave this 3 stars. This came out in 2014. This follows Ivy and Ren in New Orleans. So yeah. Roll number 2. We have a double, so I do have to add another roll. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, I am so bad at counting. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've already done that one. So we're gonna roll again, and it's 9. I think what I'm just gonna do is add the 3 from the other roll. So that was 6, 7, 8, 9. So Stab Street, which is a thriller. That way, let's see. And Stab Street is just read a thriller. So that way I don't read whatever that is. But I'm still going to add an extra roll. Roll number 2 was a double, and then I had to roll again because I landed on the square. And it landed on Stab Street, which is a thriller. And for that, I'm going to read Lock Every Door by Riley Sagar. I have this on audio from iTunes. I also have it on my Kindle. So yes, this will be a thriller that I read. I don't know anything about this, so there's that. Roll number 3, we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rom-com Road, which is to read a romantic comedy. Roll number 3, we landed on Rom-com Road, and for that I'm going to read Kiss My Cupcake by Helena Hunting. This, I'm sure, is going to be a romantic comedy of some sort. It follows a baker, probably. And I don't know. Um, but a lot of her books are funny. So yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get the audiobook of this. This was a Bell Book Box that I got a few months ago. So yeah, I'm excited. He's sugar, she's sweet, she's spice, the perfect mix of, or a recipe for disaster. It's the little thing. So
Rule number 4, we have 3. 1, 2, 3. Smut Road, which is to read a book featuring a steamy scene or 10.
rule number 4, we landed on Smut Road, which is to read a book that has 1 or 10 smutty steam or steamy scenes. And for that, I'm going to pick up Take Me There by MC Decker. This sounds very smutty. So I've never read an MC Decker book before, but it sounds very steamy. So yeah, I'm gonna count this. And this is one of my romance reveal books that I had for a while. And it's fairly short, so I'm super excited to read this.
Rule number 5, we have a 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ghost Grove, which I've already landed on. So we're going to roll again. And it's another 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course, it's another one I've done. So roll again. So 3, 1, 2, 3. Outer Space. So a book set in outer space.
Rule number 5, we had to roll 3 times to get on a space that I not landed on first, and that space was outer space, which is to read a book set in outer space. And for that, I'm going to do Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. This is the first book in this series. I have this on audio from Chirped, and I also have the Kindle version. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect other than alien romance. So
Rule number 6, we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Random reads card, which as you can see, I've already done the space, but since that's a random reads card, I'm okay with it. And a book from your favorite author. So I will pick one of my favorite authors and read that. Macaulay Smeltzer, I don't have any books from her that I need to read, so I'll pick one of my other favorite authors and read that.
rule number 6, we landed on a random reads card, and that one was a book from your favorite author. My favorite author is Macaulay Smeltzer, but I have read all of her books. So I didn't want to reread any of them, even though I would love to reread some of her books. But I'm already rereading like 10 next month in June, so I'm just going with one of my other favorite authors, and that's Kelly Elliott. So I'm going to do Full for You by Kelly Elliott. This is the seventh and final book in the Southern Bride series. This comes out on June 1st. So I will read this one.
Rule number 7, we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Random challenge card. And it says a Goodreads winner. So a book that won Goodreads awards.
Rule number 7, we landed on a random challenge card, and that one was a Goodreads winner. And for this, I'm using 2019's one of these, and that is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuestion. I have this one on audio. I have it on Kindle. Don't really know anything about this. It's a male-male romance, and that's pretty much all I know. So, yeah.
Roll number 8, we have a double, so I am going to do 10 rolls, and it's 1, 2, which I've already actually done, so we're going to roll again, and that's 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flirt's Corner, and I don't think I'm doing that unless let me see. No, I haven't done that one yet. So we're good with that, and that's just to read a contemporary book.
Roll number 8, we got a double, and then I had to roll again to land on a square I haven't already done, and that one we landed on is Flirt's Corner, which is to read a contemporary. And for that, I'm going to do Beach Read by Emily Henry. And I'm super excited to read this. This is follows August, and I don't know. They're both writers, and they decide to switch genres with each other, and yeah, I'm super excited to read this. And
roll number 9, we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Country Station, which is to read a book set in the country. I'm just looking, and it doesn't look like I've done that one yet, so we are good. So yay.
Roll number 9 was Country Station, which is to read a book set in the country. So for that, I'm going to read Southern Heat by Natasha Madison. This is the 6th book. Yes, 6th book in the Southern series. This also comes out on June 1st. So I will be reading that.
Roll number 10, we have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. New City Drive, which you can tell I've already done, so we're going to roll again, and it was a double, so I have to do one more roll, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Random reads card. So let's pick a random reads card. And it is a book you've been putting off. Book you've been putting off.
Roll number 10. We had a double, and I had to roll 2 times. The second time was a double. So we landed on Random Reads, which is a book you have been putting off. I necessarily wouldn't say I've been putting this book off because I didn't want to read it. It's just that I wanted to reread the 5th book in this series before I continue on, and I have not read the 5th book, reread the 5th book, so I've just been putting this off until I do, but I plan on reading the 5th book in June, so I can pick this one up, and that is #Fate by Cambria Herbert. This is the 6th book in the Gear Shark series. This follows Trent and Drew, and I'm super excited to get back into the series. It was one of my favorite series. I love it. It's a male book, and I'm super excited to finally read this. This came out in 2020 or 2019. This one says, so it's been a while. So yes.
Roll number 11, we have a double, so I do have to add another roll, and that's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Stab Street, which we've already landed on, so we're rolling again, and it's 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lover's Lane, which is just to read a romance book. Yeah, just to read a romance book.
Roll number 11, we had doubles, and again, I had to roll again to land on a spot I haven't landed on yet. And we got Lover's Lane, which is to read a romance. And for that, I'm going to do Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. This is a female-female romance, or a sapphic romance. This follows, I don't know, Grace, and she goes to Vegas and wakes up married, and it's her story. It was a Book of the Month add-on that I got, and I'm super excited to read this. It's fairly short, so yeah.
Roll number 12, we have 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Random reads card. And we have a romance that has been on your shelf forever. Okay, that's not bad. So that was our final roll.
And finally, roll number 12, we landed on a random read, which is a romance book that has been on your shelf forever. So the book I picked for this is It Started with a Kiss by Marina, Adair, and I've had this one since March 2011, I think. Not 2011, 2017, sorry. This one I think was in my second romance reveal book box that I got. So it's been on my shelf for a few years. I also have this on audio and Kindle, so I think I will love it. I just haven't read it yet. So yeah, this is going on here for this one.